So here we are with a 1314. We're going to determine the cutting edge, which is only one functional edge, and then we have a non-functional edge. How would we do that? Well, so pretend that you have a tooth, we'll say tooth number 30 in front of you, right? So this would be the distal portion of number 30 and the mesial portion, and this would be the buccal of number 30, okay? So remember how we determine how the V goes in the back of the patient's throat, and then the cutting edge ends up to be right here on our right side. So that's how I just test this out, and I make sure that, just as if I were test sticking this and seeing if it was dull or not, I would do the same here. So here I come along, terminal shank is parallel to the test stick because we have a 70-degree angulation already. Heel, middle, toe, and it is already sharp, but we're going to do this for the sake of learning. But that's how I determine the cutting edge right here. So what I do is non-dominant hand. Remember, the cutting edge is over here now because that V is in the back, right? So again, come around, determine the face, making sure that we make it parallel. So we have to force it to go parallel because it's at an angulation of a 70-degree angulation. When we put the terminal shank perpendicular to the countertop. So here's perpendicular to the countertop. Now we see that there is a slight slant, so we have to kind of open this up, don't we, and make this parallel. So here's the cutting edge. This is the downhill slope right here. That's the cutting edge. So now we want this 70-degree to be angled at a 90, right? So we've got that at a 90. Handle appears to be at perpendicular to the countertop. Now the handle, but that's how I do that. So 12 o'clock with your card, angle it off at an 11. And again, we want to make sure that we are upright so that our face is parallel to the countertop, okay? So I come in, angle this at 11, around the heel, then the middle, then the toe third, and I can do this little turn like so around the toe, or I can do the toe separately. But you have to make sure that that face is parallel. It's tricky when you do that with a curette. A little easier with a sickle or a universal, but so start off at 12 with my card, move it over to 11, heel, middle, and toe. And I open the toe up, remember, at a 10 o'clock. So I can start here and work my way around the toe like that. So I can move my wrist like so while my card moves around the toe like that. But again, you have to be very careful maintaining parallelism with the face. Now I flip my instrument over, determine the cutting edge, right? Which is, this is right side now is my cutting edge. It was the left before, over here. The opposite side's the opposite end, right? So I start off with the terminal shank parallel or perpendicular to the countertop, like so, and you can see this is the cutting edge. It slopes slightly, so that means I have to kind of open my face up like so, right? And then start off at 12, work my way around the heel, heel third at 1 o'clock, middle third at 1 o'clock. Now I'm working around the toe, but I want to make sure that my face is parallel to the countertop, not pointing upward, right? And Then I work around my toe at 2 o'clock. And I can do this too. I can come around the corner, way like that, okay? And I remove the wires, and then I test stick on both sides. Heel, middle, and all the way around the toe. Flip the instrument, heel, middle, all the way around the toe. And if only one corner, say you've only got zone 2, then you have to start from scratch. You have to do the whole thing in order to maintain the shape and design of the instrument.